Okay, welcome everyone. This is Jim Sporer. We're recording this meeting, so if you don't want your picture on the videos, keep your camera off. But I'm Jim Sporer. I'm one of the founders of ISIP, the International Society of Service Innovation Professionals, and this is our quarterly welcome meeting that Vaishali Main, who is her camera's off at the moment, but she's on, and she organizes these things in a wonderful way so that we get a human experience when new participants join the community. And I see that Siva's on. You can keep your camera off and stay on mute if you just want to listen, Siva, or you can, turn your camera on and talk when you want as well. We try to make this no pressure. Um, and I think one of our new participants, Timothy, sent his AI scribe, so that's also fine. We had a wonderful, we do these quarterly welcomes twice a day. We had the one early today for the people in Europe, this one, although people from India showed up as well. We had a really, really great quarterly welcome session A. This is our session B. Just to keep things moving along, I will mention that in a minute I'm going to share my Give, Get, Grow. We do that just as a way for people to start to get to know each other. But before we do that, I just want to say we do a survey of why people participate in IZIP, and the common three themes are people want to grow their professional network. I was at Apple, I was at IBM, Cisco helped found this, HP. We have a lot of different universities. We're global. We have over 2,000 participants now, 600 organizations. There's no fee for individuals to participate. You're welcome if you sign up and agree to the code of conduct, which basically says be nice to each other. But people like to grow their professional network, uh, and the other reason is they like to give their time, enthusiasm, and expertise on collaborative projects. And sometimes people have a collaborative project and they're looking for people. Um, Other times they got some interests, but they're looking for who's the leader in this area that might be part of IZIP that I could join their project and help them. And also, we do give out digital certifications and recognition that people can put on their LinkedIn profile, which I know some people say that's really important. Oh, great. So I think Siva's joining twice here. So that's great. Probably going from phone to computer. That's fine. Um, right now, or switching devices. So right now, we're going to have our executive director, Michelle Carroll, give a welcome and intro. This is a recording that she made that Vishali will show. And let me make you co-host Vishali so you can do that. Um, and I'm going to stop my share. And once we go through, the beginning to introduce and welcome people, then we enter the part where everybody can introduce themselves. So I'm going to stop my share. And Vishali, over to you.
Thank you, Jim. I'll go ahead and share this.
And we're pretty informal, so uh, don't worry. If you've got questions, just chime in. We're always happy to answer questions. Oh,
Let,
here it is.
let me know if you can hear this.
Hello and welcome to IZIP.
We hear
I'm
it.
Michelle Carroll, Executive Director, and I'd like to invite you to review in this brief message what our platform and programs are about, who we are, and invite you to consider contributing as a volunteer or donor to any of them that might particularly speak to you. So the International Society of Service Innovation Professionals is a 501c3. We have grown at a fast clip over the last couple of years, and we're now a little over 2,000 individuals in 72 countries around the world. And it's now more than 600 organizations, from the extremely large global leaders to very small stealth startups even, and more than 200 educational institutions. So I just want to review with you briefly what a couple our key programs are, for you to consider how you might engage. And let me ask you first to go to the website, izip.org. issip.org, and you'll see a Who We Are tab. And at that tab, you see our leadership. And there's this executive leadership, the board of directors, the executive committee, our executive team, and the operations team, awards team, the various programs that we operate. And there are pictures and LinkedIn URLs for all of them for you to get a little better acquainted with all of who we are. You'll see a very broad team all around the world representing perspectives and insights from industry, from government, from academia, and nonprofit NGOs. Truly a global group. And we are volunteer led and managed in all of our programs. We have an annually elected president this year, 2025. It's Deb Stokes of Dell Technologies. Our vice president is Haluk Demirkan, who is with Amazon and University of Washington. We have myself as part-time executive director, and all of our operations leaders that you see listed on that leadership page are volunteer, each recruiting teams to help with their operations focus area, awards, publishing, events, AI Collab. And what we all have in common is that we are lifelong learners committed to making our world a better place. So, looking at engaging, again, back to the website, isup.org, encourage you to look at the programs tab. And under that programs, you'll see our annual awards programs. There's ongoing credentialing, where you can earn credentials for contributions. Publishing, a free offering for active ISUP participants interested in publishing chapters or books for either of our two collections you'll see there. You could serve as an ISUP ambassador, perhaps be a mentor in the AI Collab, our bridge from between academia and industry, working this year on projects from creating digital twins to the really exciting project charting an AI automation path for an organization. So those are some of the broad programs. There's also under the events tab on the website. It's a great place to keep up with the regular hosted events that ISUP manages. And what I want to say is each of those is an area to which you are welcome as an ISUP participant in global community. And each is led by an operations volunteer who is recruiting teams to support that work. So if you're interested in supporting, I'm sure we would welcome the volunteerism. So ways to engage is to donate of your time and talent, your thoughts, your insights, write a blog for the ISUP News, and volunteer for the service roles in any of our programs. And if your organization might have interest in donating financially, excuse me, new tool here, always learning, I would be the one to talk to. We are free to individuals because of our donors who wholly fund our operations and platforms. And you'll see at the website, there's a donate page that walks through these three levels, from donations that sustain our operations to participation in the AI Collab as a team that seeks the mentoring, or at the higher level, the innovate level secures executive director time for program management of a project we co-create value on together. However it is that you choose to give, to get, to grow in global ISUP community, we welcome your participation. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Vaishali, for playing that. Let me share my screen again. And let me go to the presentation. I got to move some things out of the way. There it is. Okay, so that was our Executive Director, welcome. There's lots of different ways to engage, and these slides and recording, of course, will be made available after the call today. Now we enter a phase where we introduce ourselves to each other. I'll go first to model what we do. And I'm Jim Sporer. I'm one of the co-founders and on the board of directors of IZIP. I'm a retired industry executive out here in Silicon Valley. And please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I worked at Apple for almost a decade and worked for IBM over 2 decades. And what I enjoy doing is automating parts. My PhD is in computer science and artificial intelligence from Yale. I have an undergraduate from MIT in physics, but I love to do automation, computer programming, and I'm automating a lot of the processes, the back-end processes of IZIP, and I enjoy working, mentoring students to help me do that. And I love to watch their careers grow. IZIP has been around for over 12 years, and I've literally seen people go from students, undergraduate students graduating from college to being like VP of HR at some startup that's launching spaceships into space. So it's really exciting for me to watch these people's careers take off, these innovators' careers take off as they provide service to others. And my opportunity to grow these days is to have an AI digital twin. One of the things I'm working on is an AI digital twin of myself that can take all the papers I've written. I've written over 100 scientific papers and books over the years, and I'm really excited about having an AI digital twin. In fact, one of the stealth mode startups we're working with is creating AI digital twins. Actually, they just come out of stealth mode recently, temptmeet.me. So it's nice to have this opportunity to share my Give, Get, Grow. And with that, I'll ask Vaishali, who's our volunteer leader for our community engagement and our quarterly welcome, who sets up these meetings. Vaishali, over to you.
Thank you so much, Jim. Good evening, everyone. I hope it's an evening time for all here. So we engage here to invite people to the IZIP community every quarter. And the Give, Get, Grow is a theme that we are based on, saying that giving itself is growing. We expect every participant here to come forward, with all the great knowledge, expertise, skills that they have in order to help all of us grow together by contributing either to some technical papers or books or any kind of mentorship or other things that you could offer. You could also bring about other people or startups or some thoughts and ideas that you have which have been discussed so far. So for me here, the theme of give here is that a lot of us are becoming great consumers these days. Also, there are a lot of creativity that's happening. So for me, the most important and impactful thing would be to lend my ears. I'm here to listen. Being a community lead, a lot of people come in with different expectations. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions for me. I'll also share my LinkedIn profile on the chat soon. And GET is to learn the art of collaborating across the different people from across the world. We have people who join in from Europe, from India, from different parts of the world. And we welcome all of them to this group called the IZIP. And growing is all about the community that we work together and make sure that all of us respect each other, we welcome each other, and we help each other grow professionally and build a strong community. With that being said, I will pass the baton to Shiva. Over to you, Shiva, to introduce yourself if you have something for the Give, Get, Grow. If not, just introduce yourself and feel comfortable here.
Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Siva Ponuru. I work with Verizon. I'm a senior project manager, taking care of multiple migration project and the security projects. Good to see Jim and Vaishali, and everybody has a good experience. Definitely, I feel that this organization help to connect with more technical experienced people to get more knowledge within the in this world, because today if you see that there are AI, machine learning, cybersecurity, or all these new technologies coming up. So definitely I'm not into all the 100%. So definitely this, I feel this forum or group helps everybody, including me. I want to learn more about these things so I can connect a lot of people. And this is an opportunity for me to uh, grow into these all the technologies. And thanks for allowing me to join as a member in this group.
Great, thanks. Thank you. Um, well, we're happy to have you here, Siva. And our vice president this year, 2025, is Haluk Demirkin. He's at Amazon, based up in the Seattle area. And he was one of the co-founders. He's on the board, so he's been with IZIP for over 12 years. And I don't know if you know Haluk or not. If you're at Amazon, he's somebody you might want to connect with on LinkedIn. I will put his, I'm sure he'd be happy to connect with you. I'll put, if you're not already connected, I'll put his LinkedIn into the chat for you to connect with him, and just say you're new to IZIP, and I'm sure he'll be happy to connect with you. Let's see if I can find the chat. Zoom chat. There we go. Do you know Haluk by any chance, Siva? Oh, you may have to stay on mute. Anyway, I'll put Haluk's connection in there, Siva, for you. And thanks for introducing yourself. Well, let me share the screen. I think we're pretty much done with the call, unless Vishali thinks of anything else. There's Haluk on LinkedIn. And just going to share this. Check. Yeah, these are all the things that we ask new participants to do. To go out to the website, obviously, and make sure they've registered, signed the code of conduct. I think you all have done that, Siva and Timothy's AI. And then, we have LinkedIn pages. We have an IZIP YouTube where this will be posted. We have a IZIP SlideShare. We have a newsletter. And I think that's pretty much it for our quarterly welcome. So, Siva, unless you have any questions for us, or Vishali, if you can think of anything else, I think we're getting close to the end
No,
here.
thanks for that, Jim. Definitely I'll connect and I'll keep joining these meetings.
Fantastic.
I'll be in touch with everyone. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. If you're ever out here in the Bay Area, let me know. We do have face-to-face meetings, usually out here in the Bay Area over at the Computer History Museum, often with some of the student volunteers and some of the people who have been very influential in the early days of Silicon Valley. We have retirees who also join us over there, and it's fun to go on a tour. Are you in the US or are you abroad,
Uh,
Siva?
I'm in US. I'm in East Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Great. All right. Any questions or any other thoughts you want to share before we get ready to sign off?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, good. Um, great. Vishali, anything?
No, I think we are good. We covered Michelle's video. We also covered all the different programs that we have within IZIP. I've also shared the link for izip.org. So Siva can go ahead and visit the website and look at a lot of stuff there: newsletter, publications, the leadership, the upcoming who's the president, the vice president, and stuff. And then reach out to any one of us if you think that you want to connect with the people around here in this community.
Great. Very good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and thank everyone and just stop the recording.